Chapter 9, Nice Little Church Boy. Same day, Monday, January 7th, 1935. Teresa's waiting outside the door when I get back to our new place. Where have you been? We're late. Late for what? Teresa sighs long and loud, like this isn't even worth answering. You have a note from your mom. She hands it to me. It says, Dear Moose, I've gone to Bay Trixie's to get a perm. Make sure you get your dad up at 6 o'clock. We're going to the officers club for a party at 6:30. There's a beauty parlor here? I asked Teresa. Nah, Bay does perms in her kitchen, but there's a barber shop for the cons in the cell house. Come on. I dump my stuff inside. What are we late for? I ask. We're going to the parade grounds to meet my brother, Jimmy, Annie, and Piper. Wait. This Jimmy guy, he's your brother? How come you didn't tell me you had a brother? Teresa cocks her head and looks at my cross-eyed. Because. Because why? Then you play with him instead of me? He's my age. She nods. So why are you telling me now? Now I know you like me. I do not. Yes, you do. She nods her whole face earnest. I can't help smiling at this. If we're meeting your brother, I need my glove. I ran into my room to get my old glove for him, my new glove for me, and my baseball. Ha, Teresa says when I come back. Jimmy can't throw worth beans. We'll see about that, I say as we head back around the 64 building, then following the curve of the hill to an open cement area big enough to park 30 cars. There are a lot of gulls here, cranky ones too. Gulls are not happy birds. A big gull with yellow hair sits on the wood side of the sandbox and a boy huddles over something. The boy looks like Teresa. Same curly black hair, same slight build. Hi, I say. I ignore the girl, Annie, I guess. She has her nose sideways to her homework like she sees better out. Like she sees better out of one eye than other. Hey Moose, I'm Jimmy, Jimmy says. He smiles quick up at me, then hunches back over an elaborate machine made of rocks, marble sticks, and rubber bands. What is that? I ask. It's a marble shooting machine. Want to see? Sure, I say. He fires marble with a rubber band. It rolls under a plank and onto a miniature driving board that plunks down and hits another marble that is supposedly to a jump stick, only it doesn't. Shucks, Jimmy says. He heads low over his contraption again. He fiddles some more and then fires the marble again. This time it makes the jump. He grins big. Nice. You want to throw some balls? I offer him my glove. Sure. He puts up the glove and runs back, his eyes still on his marble machine. He throws the ball to the complete wrong direction. I chase it down and toss it back. It hit his glove and it pops out. He runs after it and throws again. This time down the side of the hill. I'll get it. I cut down the path to the terrace below where the ball is caught in the prickly thistle of a blackberry bush. When I get back up the parade grounds, Jimmy is at work on his machine and Teresa has my extra glove. My turn, she says. I throw the ball easy to Teresa. She wraps her arms around it like she's hugging herself. The ball falls through her arms. She chases it down, then throws with both hands from ground level, sending the ball willy-nilly skyward. I guess baseball isn't the Martin family sport, I say under my breath. Teresa hands me my glove back. There's something else I haven't told you. Oh, really? And what is that? I edge away from her so I can play catch with myself. My mom has to keep her feet up. She's due to have my baby soon. It isn't your baby, Jimmy calls, balancing a stick on two rocks. She has to keep her feet up, otherwise the baby might slip out all of a sudden and bump his head, Teresa says. Teresa. Jimmy looks up from his pocket. He groans and rolls his eyes. It depends on how long the American cord is. Teresa's little gnome face should scrunch up like she's thinking hard about this. And how tall Mom is. Umbilical cord. And shut up about your mama's privates, Teresa, Jimmy ordered. I look for a second at Annie. Something about the way she's concentrating makes me think she's paying more attention to us than to her work. "How do you do, Annie?" I say to my most charming voice. "Hello, Moose." She doesn't look up. "You want to stay and play a little ball, would you?" I ask. Slowly and deliberately, she folds down a corner of her book and closes it. She snatches my extra glove and walks out clear to the basketball hoop. I run up close. I don't want to embarrass her. She's only a girl after all. I pop I pop her one light and easy. She catches it no problem and zips me a hard fastball. Wow! I jump in the air and I wave my hands around like some kind of an idiot. Then, before I can stop myself, I run up to this Annie girl and give her a big hug. "No slobbering," she cries. "Sorry." I say, my face hot as a furnace. But then I see a slight little smile on the corner of her mouth. "So, Annie," I walk up close so we can talk and throw this at the same time. "Does anyone else here play?" "No one except the Cons. They play in the rec yard. Sometimes they hit one over the prison yard wall. The way they can play, it's an automatic out. But when the ball comes over to our side, we get to keep it. That's pretty popular around here. If the Cons don't want to hit them over, it must not happen that much," I say, catching Annie's brand of stinger, which has a little curve on it. Quite a good throw if you ask me. They try to hit them hard, but not hard enough to go over. "Kind of tricky. How many guys you find?" I ask, winding up my own stinger. Annie catches it, no problem. "I have one. Piper has one. Jimmy has one. None of the little kids do. We're tossing the ball back and forth, and in a hard, fast rhythm that feels great. My arm is purring. The ball, my glove, my arm are all working together like a greased motor parts. Annie is so good, I don't hold back. "Where's Piper anyway?" I can't keep myself from asking. "Charm school." "Charm school?" That's a laugh. It's a remedial charm school or what? Annie catches the ball and holds it. She walks up close enough to whisper, "You gotta get along with Piper. Otherwise she'll make me trouble for you and your dad." "Can she do that?" "She can do anything she wants," she says, handing me my glove, picking up her book and dusting it off. "I gotta go in." "You going to that party tonight?" I ask. "Everybody does," Annie explains. She walks heavy, like she weighs 200 pounds. She's sturdy, but not fat, and she has the best throwing arm I've ever seen on a girl. Pete would never believe it. I look around for Teresa and Jimmy, but they're already inside. I toss the ball up in the air and catch it just as the 4 o'clock rings. On Alcatraz, a bell rings every hour to remind the guards to count the Cons and make sure that no one's escaped. I'm about to go in when I see Piper. Well, if it isn't our very own Babe Ruth. She's being sarcastic, but to me, this is the best compliment in the world. "I like to play. What's the matter with that?" I said, tossing the ball in the air and catching it barehanded. She looks around at the parade grounds, then starts to walking back to the road like I'm not the person she's looking for. "Did you see me play after school?" Why am I asking this? I can't feel my face heat up. She snorts, but doesn't answer. "They teach you how to make those sounds in charm school?" I'm asking to keep up with her. That's how fast she walks. "They teach you how to be a nice little church boy in Santa Monica?" "Oh, so now I'm a church boy? Talk about playing both sides down in the middle, though. You won't help out with our laundry service, but you don't want to get in trouble. How do you spell Boy Scout?" "I just don't feel like doing it." "Right, I'll bet you don't feel like doing anything against the warden's rules." "How do you know?" She makes a strangled little sound in her throat and pulls out to the front door. "Why do you need me for this laundry plan of yours? Anyway, why do you care?" "I can put 80 shirts through my laundry bag now, can't I? Annie and Jimmy will help, but that's not enough." "How do you know I won't tell your dad?" She rolls her eyes like the question is too stupid to bother answering and slams the door in my face.